He's been brought up by his uncle, and his uncle, I don't think he's a particularly harsh man, but he's somebody who's not overly loving, and he hasn't been pampered, that's for sure. And he's got to earn his keep and everything. So he's kind of Jack's somebody who it would appear that nothing ever quite goes his way in many ways. You know what I mean? But he always ends up on his feet somehow. It never quite really goes for plan, and he's always kind of making a few mistakes. And he's not your typical hero. He's a bit of a dreamer, and he's got that sense of adventure. He's somebody who wants to help, and he falls for this princess, and decides to try and overcome his fears and help as much as he can, make himself useful. The Guardians are these elite kind of they'd be like the Marines or the SAS of the soldiers who protect the princess, and they're the best of the best sort of thing. So that's something that Jack is obviously growing up in cloister. Those are they're your kind of heroes. They're the people that you look up to, and they get to be close to the princess as well, which is obviously a perk. So that's for him to suddenly be on this journey with them, and for them to be kind of some of them to be taking him under his wing like Almonte, and respecting him and seeing that he's there helping them and sometimes saving the day is a big deal for him. Garcia is it's not like when you go up there everything is giant. It's the giants are living in what would be a normal sized world for us humans, if that makes sense. But then there's obviously the castle and the places that the giants have built up there, which are considerably oversized for us, which are always fun sets to film on. We've got the kitchen set where you're running around picking up giant knives and running across a kitchen table which is the size of a volleyball pitch or whatever, I don't know. Brian's very intelligent, and you can tell that watching him work, I think you can sit him in front of a bank of 8 monitors or whatever, and he could say, I need this shot, this, and he's so switched on to what he needs to tell the story from each scene, from the characters, from your performance. Almonte, I mean, obviously Ewan McGregor's playing him, so he's a cool dude anyway, you know what I mean? But it's that thing, he is like an older brother. He's the captain of the football team that you want to be, or he's the leader of the Guardians. And to get recognition from him and to try and follow in his footsteps is something that Jack would obviously like to do. Roderick's the snake in the grass, yeah, the one that he set up from the beginning as someone that is potentially lined up to marry the princess, and who she doesn't want to marry for probably very good reasons. And then he's got his own agenda for going on this mission, and doesn't want to save the princess. Is not interested in that. He says at one point, the second he's got that crown, I'll be rid of her for all I care. It's not my problem. He just wants the power that comes by having the crown and being able to control the giants. So he's a nasty piece of work, and Stanley does a great job of making him this sinister character, but who's very entertaining to watch, and funny at the same time. There's a humour and his performances are always fantastic, and these sort of roles he just brings to life and makes jump off the screen. He brings a lot to it, and the look they've created for him is funny as well, and it's lots of fun watching him play that role.